that we must all together build this nation. And I'm particular about youth development because I think that the future belongs to the youth. The youth must be able to co-produce the kind of future that they want to be part of, so that they don't get into the future and be startled or surprised or disappointed that, look, what kind of future did our forebears leave for us? I want them to have a future that they can be proud of, that will endure to their benefits. And that's why we wake up every morning at 3 a.m. to come here. We don't come here because we don't have a life or we don't want to sleep. We only want to be in bed, tucked away like this and watching you.
I know.
Like you're watching us. So happy birthday if it's your birthday as well. Oniaka, the African artist, is your birthday today. Happy birthday. And belated one to my nephew, Nesta. Yesterday was a great one. Did the president say pubs and beaches and nightclubs remain closed?
You've seen a few that are open?
He said that?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
Well,
It's
yeah,
okay.
you've seen a few that are open. Well,
I didn't see them. People, I put up a tweet and I said...
you haven't been to any pub?
No, I put up a tweet and I said, pubs, beaches and nightclubs remain closed. Then I said, where is the lie? And then people started, for where? Me, Seth, I did here.
Exactly. I think that people are living. And
they've been lying to the president.
Maybe we need to be a bit more careful and cautious because, again, we're getting messages from health professionals who are saying that people who have been vaccinated, even twice, are still dying from COVID-19. So it's still a little scary. We're not out of the woods. If you can, especially when you're in the midst of people and you are very close to someone, please make sure that you have your nose mask on. It's very important. And if you can, avoid going out. I mean, it's difficult.
Can you avoid going out?
I'm guilty, so that's what I'm saying, it's difficult.
You should see the Bonyo parties.
It's
fantastic.
It's crazy.
Bonyo parties are fantastic.
It's crazy.
Like, they serve everything.
You went to one this weekend, eh? Johnny is guilty. But quickly, I just want to touch on something that the president talked about this weekend.
Okay.
And he was, encouraging ECOWAS to institute a law that stops, presidents from going a third term. Now, we have Farouk Nasingbe, who is the Togolese president, in his fourth term at the moment. We have Alassane Ouattara, who is currently enjoying his third term. And then we saw what happened in Guinea as well. And he's the chairman of ECOWAS. I'm just wondering why we're still talking about this matter when I feel like a lot more should have been done earlier. Because especially for the Togolese president, a fourth term, I mean, I would have thought that a third term was extreme. But for someone to have gone four times and to know that literally he was born into the presidency because his father was also president from when he was age 1.
And it's just been his father and him who have been president of Togo since.
And we've not seen much development in Togo, honestly. Not much has been done. So I know that he's talking and he's saying that I hope that ECOWAS can institute a law that prevents presidents from going a third term. But enough of the talk. I want to see action across the continent.
You know, and I mentioned this to you and Cookie the other time, that our leaders are too hypocritical. This whole charade that ECOWAS is embroiled in now, going there, asking this, asking that, it's hypocritical. Because when Farouk Nasingbe became president for the fourth time, ECOWAS sent him felicitations. Ivory Coast, we sent felicitations. Even Guinea.
We even went.
We went there with our ECOWAS chairman, everybody. We all go there, looking faces people. So that's why I'm saying that you cannot now come and say, after you have endorsed whatever happened there, do not come back to tell us that, oh, you are forthwith, you are putting this on that. If it is the fourth term, that is not good. Let's change it. Make it 5, make it 6. There are people who have changed their constitutions to say want to go 7 years because they don't want to leave the presidency. Then the question comes, what is inside the presidency?
In there? Exactly.
And if you look at ECOWAS as it stands now, you find, and I'll go back to this any and every day, old people fighting with young people over jobs. And I've always said that, look at the top brass of our African leadership. When they were young people, they were given the opportunity. I talk about President Kufuor. I talk about Nyasingbe. I talk about President Akufo-Addo. I talk about Alpha Conde. I talk about all of them. They were given opportunities, which is why they were able to grow, mature, to now think that they deserve to be in leadership positions. What is happening now? Young people have had to fight with old people over jobs. All across the continent of Africa. In our particular country, like that, I mean, a simple, simple contracts that young people used to get, like cocoa sacks, maize sacks, all those ones. All people have taken over. Old people are the ones who are now trooping to the presidency to go and beg him with high-powered people to say, oh, I want to stay on a little, so let this young person hold on. Old people who are gone past 60, getting into 70, they are the ones fighting people under 40, people 45, people 30.
For the contracts.
I can't imagine. What spirit of greed and wickedness is that? Old people. And they are the ones who will tell the young people, we are building a future for you. If you are building a future for me, let me come to the table, co-produce the future with me. But you are the ones who are taking over everything. Old people.
It's really sad.
Old people and the young people. There's a young person now
sad.
who has an MPhil, has an MA or MSc, he has a degree, he has a diploma, he has an HND, and they are sitting at home this morning watching us. They don't know where to go next.
Because he didn't help the party to come into power. And that's the problem.
Christ.
Again, with the issue of the MMDCs and their nominations and that list that came out, it's more about who helped the party to come into power, the second term, the first term, who served the party for so long. And so even if there are people there who have the wherewithal to run the various municipalities and the assemblies, unfortunately, they may not get the chance because they have not served the party as well.
It's sad.
And that's where the problem is. I do hope that ECOWAS will do a lot more biting than it is right now, because the talk is enough. Until when? Because, I mean, I get that the president is saying that we have to institute a law to ensure that nobody goes a third term.
Yeah.
But until then, enough of the talk. Let's do something about it. Because otherwise, we're going to be sitting here and there'll be another coup in another country because another president has decided not to step down. So for how long are we going to have to endure this? And we have all the natural resources. Unfortunately, it's like greed has set in so much that everybody just wants to remain in power just so that they can pillage. So it's not really about developing the nation.
What they care about for
and it's very sad.
Yeah, it's and you see you look at the Africa that the Nkrumahs, the what do you call it, the Lumumbas, what they envisaged for Africa. And you look at Africa as it stands now, and you are unable to match the two because you speak to young people, and I know you interact with a lot of young people. I interact with a lot of younger people myself, and the kind of hope that we had growing up, oh, I want to be this, I want to do that. If you listen to the young people, they won't tell you, you know, right at the goal. But you will feel when they talk to you that, Charlie, they have lost hope. You will feel it because their parents, I mean, and look at this talented kids, winner of talented kids. He was here on the show a few weeks ago before they went to Dubai as part of their prize package from TV3 with Global Wings. And I asked him, when you go, will you return? He says no.
Oh, that's what he said?
Yes. He says no.
The little boy says he won't come back.
The little boy who is just about 10, 11, he says, when I go, I won't return. Then I asked him, why won't you return? He says, the country is hard. Then I said, but your mom buys clothes for you, your dad feeds you, you have shelter, you have everything, you go to school, you are comfortable, you don't look wretched. So why would you? He says, well, my parents give me the indication that things are tough. And so when I go, I don't want to come back. So I'm packing everything. I say, boy, you're going for just 1 week, you'll be back.
You'll be back,
so
exactly.
Stay in Ghana, and I encourage us to stay in Ghana and let make things better. But I'm saying that even that young boy, even that boy who was just 10, 11, says, things are bad. When I go, I don't want to come. He said he doesn't want to come back.
It's a reflection of...
It's a big reflection that, okay, for example, yesterday I went to Sanitation. There was a public toilet that majority of the homes they used because the old toilet system, which had conservancy laborers come to carry the night soil, who were looked after even better back then, are now not being looked after. We outlawed that. That's fine. We all said that, well, if you don't have a toilet in your home by 2014 January, you are going to be dealt with. That's also okay. Now the public toilet, which was serving the people, has been demolished for an office complex. And then a promise was made that a toilet is going to be constructed on the site for them. Up until now, it's been more than 9-10 months.
Nothing has been done.
Maybe more than maybe a year. And the toilet is stopped. So now you know what they do? They dig the ground, they poop in, and they cover it. Or they do it in a poly bag. Sorry if you're having breakfast. And then they fly it. And it is in Accra. Sanitation is in Accra. It's the heart of Accra. It's part of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. It's in Accra. It's not in some bush somewhere. They have asphalted roads, they have gutters, they have estates.
I mean, they have
it is in Accra.
Than some other parts in the city.
Mainline Accra. It's close to the market. So you find that people who will bring maybe oranges from Bojiase or plantain or pineapple, whatever it is, they come and lodge there. So some of them will be forced to use the public toilet. Now they can't find the public toilet. What happens? And they have a sub-metro management, and they have a sanitation officer, and they have a health officer, and it is there. They are all there. This morning they will bath, drink tea like this, and then go to work. Tell their family and friends they are going to work to do what? You break public toilet, and then you leave it. You start one masquerading as a public toilet, and then you halt the construction. There's another public toilet on the other side, where the gentleman sent us the video the other time where people were smoking and sleeping with the young girls and all of that. Now they have moved behind the building. The AMA building is still there.
But I thought the security moved in.
They moved in there and they released the boys. That's the information I got.
Are they still on the ground though? Well, the security, by the way.
The security are not there.
Which is why the boys have moved to the back
so
of the building.
they arrested the boys, took them to the police, the Dakuma police station, and then they released the boys. Somebody went in
you can't hold
and
them
they
beyond
released.
48 hours.
So charge them. Charge them. What kept them from charging the boys? Now they have moved behind that particular building, and that's where they do their thing. Or they have gone underground because it's an underground where there's water, and that's where they do their thing. So when you pass by, you would see them flowing around the building, and you're asking yourself, what is going on? Right by that side, there's a private, private public toilet that belongs to the former member of parliament, I'm told, and it's smelling. Quality of life. So when ECOWAS comes to talk, and you go around Africa, and you see what it is that African citizens are going through, I don't know.
Well, we'll be coming back with some more. This is, by the way, TV3 New Day. Don't be confused in case you didn't watch on Friday. This is our new set. This is our new home. And so we'll be coming to you henceforth from this set. And we have a few new segments coming up. Something that Johnny has prepared for you as well. And we'll talk some more. And later, we'll be talking about surviving the first 2 years of starting your business. We have a seasoned entrepreneur and a few other young people who will be coming here to share their stories. And so keep your notebooks close to you. If you're in the office already, don't worry. We're still going to give you all the updates that you require. Entertainment, sports, and so much more. This is TV3 New Day. And if you want to join in the conversation, remember the hashtag is TV3 New Day. We'll be right back.